Jamison Crowder, who finished wide receiver 67 last year, 51 receptions, 71 targets, 447 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12.26% target share with the Jets last year. Thoughts on Jamison Crowder?
I think I like Crowder a little bit more than I like uh, Gabe Davis. Uh, he just seems Cole Beasley 2 years ago. Not as much last year because he got dinged up on all the COVID and the weird locker room stuff that was going on there made it kind of wonky. But a couple years ago, Beasley saw a ton of run coming out of the slot, right? And Jamison Crowder is a PPR monster. We saw that with the Jets. Now he has an even better quarterback situation. He gets to play opposite of Diggs, who will be the true alpha. So Crowder doesn't have to be. He just seems to find a way to get open, right? Like he's a little bit more youthful, has a bit more spring in his step than Emmanuel Sanders. Probably a little bit more well-rounded and polished than Cole Beasley. So I expect his numbers to come up, and it wouldn't surprise me to have him finish inside of wide receiver 3 territory. So with where you're drafting him, that's a massive, massive value.
I mean, last year was one of his, worst years. Um, and he seems to have, bad year. And then the next year with the new team seems to be really good. That's been, so far as last year with Washington was pretty bad. Of course, he didn't play in, he only played 9 games. But then his first year in New York, pretty good. 122 targets, 6 touchdowns. Last year, he was the victim of a rookie quarterback learning the NFL. And I think that is not a reason to think that he is anything less. I just think that, wide receivers, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. You're only as good as the guy throwing you the football, and the guy throwing him the football last year wasn't very good. So, massive improvement at quarterback coming over to Buffalo. I like him too. He's definitely somebody that I am going to be tracking to make sure that, if I've got the opportunity to pick him up where he's going, yeah, I think he's worth it.
Yeah, when he's coming off the board as wide receiver 71, 198th overall, like I only see upside on this one here, right? Like you've got very late draft capital that you're going to be having to put up in order to roster Jamison Crowder there to the point where he'll be undrafted in a lot of leagues there. So definitely worth keeping an eye on.